Okay, here we are on a little hike in the ancient ghost town area of Hollis near Milford on Federal Hill Road called Monson. We're going to check it out and see what's down this trail. And I'm spending the day with my sister Sylvia.
Hello.
Hi Sylvia. Hope we have fun.
It's nice in the shade over here.
Yeah, the shade's nice. Hopefully there'll be some more shade. It's kind of hot out today. I don't know how hot, but
No shade. It's all woods over here.
all wood's good. Well, they did say there's fields down here too. So there's supposed to be a museum, a house, maybe cemetery, cellar holes with names or plaques of people who once lived down here. So that's ought to be fun. So there's a nice wooded trail down here. Actually, a vehicle could fit on it. It's quite wide. And I can see the sign ahead. There are a few mosquitoes. I would suggest wearing bug spray, but we didn't.
Nothing's getting me yet.
No, not getting you yet.
Not sweet enough.
Oh yes, my sister's real sweet. She's sweet to be here with me. She maybe wish she hadn't been with me, but I see a bug flying in front of my lens. Oh, she's seeing poison ivy. Where's the poison ivy, sis? Over in there. She sees poison ivy. Well, here's some stone walls. This is quite exciting, thinking that this was a town at one time in history, and now it's a ghost town. I didn't even know New Hampshire had a ghost town until I saw it online this winter and do an ancestry. Actually, some of my ancestors, distant, must have lived out here. It says Monson Center. Protection of this historic landscape made possible by the generosity of Russ and Jerry Dickerman and hundreds of friends of Monson. Society for the Protection of New Hampshire Forest. That's nice. And there are fields ahead. So quiet out here. Nice and peaceful. I don't know why I never knew about this years ago.
None of us knew about it.
No.
Why, it's still preserved.
Right. And here's another nice restoring the American chestnut tree. This must show a detailed map of the area. And you are here. This is where we are in the Gould House, 1756. It shows Bailey, 1760. Wallingford, 1765. Brown, 1750. Hubbard, 1760. Nevins, very popular name here in Hollis, 1738. And another Nevins, 1738. They even had a town pound. So we're going to go see what this little ghost town's all about. So are you ready, Sylvia?
I'm ready.
She's ready. Here we go.
The people here in
Oh,
Monson.
good.
Yeah.
Well, we'll look at all that too, but tell us about the Taylor history,
Oh, yeah.
please.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor, yeah. He was abducted by the Indians. I don't know exactly the year, but he was taken to St. Francis, and he gained his freedom probably 2 years later. He was up there for 2 years.
Wow.
And I don't know whether they had to pay to get him back or whether he...
In Quebec somewhere, St. Francis?
St. Francis, yeah, it's up there by Quebec, yeah. Mm-hmm. And he lived right down here on Hayden Road, the old Hayden homestead.
Interesting.
That's about it.
Okay,
but,
great. Well, I'm sure there'll be other things, connections with...
yeah,
okay. And your name, sir, is...
Yeah, I've got my genealogy
Okay.
in here if you'd like to
Okay, we'll look at that. Okay, great. And this was Gould Homestead?
Yeah, this is a Gould House, built in 1756. It was just a one-room house. It just went to here. There was evidence of a door between the windows.
Mm-hmm.
And
Wow.
then a few years later, we don't know when it was, they built another room on it, put a center chimney in, 2 fireplaces. And of course, I believe around 1845, the chimney was torn down and they built 2 chimneys and had stoves in here then. This place was a dwelling, started out as a dwelling, and then they built a new house across the way, and this became a shop, and it's been a shop, a dwelling, a shop, and a dwelling for many years.
Mm-hmm. Now it's a museum.
Yeah, wow,
So-
yeah, I got a bunch of junk in here.
So this Monson, 1746 to 1770,
Yeah.
is when it was officially a town.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah, it surrendered its charter July 4th, 1770. And Amherst got the biggest half of Monson.
Wow.
Then Hollis got the rest
Rest
of
of
it.
it.
Then 24 years later, they made Milford out of it. But Monson was much larger than what Milford is today.
Wow.
It was about 20,000 acres.
So that was back in 1746 to 1770 time frame.
Yep.
Thank you, sir. Okay. Sylvia and I are buying one of these books for $5 each. Haunted Hikes of Hampshire, and this gentleman's signing them for us. What's your first name? Russ?
Russ.
Russ Dickerman. Okay, thank you, Russ. So he's autographing them for us. How neat is that? So pretty out here today. Look at the nice Rose of Sharon bush over there. So this is the area. Gould House, right?
Yep.
Very nice. Thank you, sir. Okay, we just left the Gould House and we're heading down the path towards where the rest of the town was. That gentleman said that there was documented a cemetery, but he's hunted and hunted and has never been able to find it. But with hurricanes and things coming and trees downing and could be buried under grass, earth, or anything. But this is really pretty down in here. There's my sister a few steps ahead of me. Said it would be neat to see a deer, but we see a chipmunk. He's over there somewhere if I can pick him up.
Right there. Turn that rock.
There he is.
Hello, honey.
He's so cute.
What you eating?
On a rock.
Got cheese?
Isn't he cutie? Whoop, he's running. Which way is he going? He's right down there in the...
Right down there.
There he is. He's right down there. Okay, we're at a cellar hole of Lieutenant David Wallingford, son of Jonathan Wallingford, was born in Bradford, Mass, September 25th, 1744, descendant of Nicholas Wallingford, who immigrated as a boy on the ship Confidence from London to Boston in 1638. Lieutenant Wallingford came to Monson in 1765. There he engaged in agricultural pursuits. He enlisted in the Revolutionary War and Captain Dow's company from Concord and Lexington and was at the Battle of Bunker Hill. He was made lieutenant of Captain, I don't know how to pronounce, Achilles Towns Company at the Battle of Bennington and was one of the first to order his men to fire on the British. And Hessians?
And
Hessians, yeah, whatever that means. He was paid off in worthless continental money at the close of the war and had the misfortune to lose his house by fire. Soon after he returned to Monson, Mr. Wallingford married Elizabeth Lehman on March 6, 1767. His 12 children were born at Monson at their homestead situated east of Philip Woods between 1767 and 1790. Mr. Wallingford died on March 12, 1791. His wife remarried Nehemiah Barker on March 12, 1799, and died on August 4, 1822.
So she was quite a while after.
Right. So this is some of the area here in the ancient ghost town of Monson in New Hampshire. So we're continuing our hike down off this hillside and down the road pathway. My sister Sylvia and I, we walked down just a little ways because it's downhill and you had to climb back up. It's a rather hot day and we have to take care of ourselves, so we decided that we had hiked enough for one day. Maybe another day in the fall when it's cooler. Could walk further and look at some of the other cellar holes. We went down to the first one. This is the Gould House in the surrounding area. Very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. It's pretty nice, huh?
Yeah.
And we got a book.
Nice day.
Yeah, nice day. Met a nice man, historian in the area.
Did hikes in New Hampshire.
Yeah, I had heard about that. And we got a deal, a $5 donation. On the back it says $12.95. Yeah. So, anyways, we're heading back to the vehicle and perhaps try it another day or with some of my other friends too. I'm not sure. That might be a big one behind us. I don't know, but they planted out
They planted them.
American chestnut trees right here. This is a beautiful field, still in Monson. The ancient ghost town, city of Monson, or town, ghost town. It was a little hilly going down to try to look at some of those cellar holes. A little warm today, so we just decided we'd head back. It's so quiet out here. Very pretty.